Yo guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video will be talking about Hurricane Larry and Invest 91L, which is finally now it a 30% chance in the next 48 hours, and a whopping 40% chance in the next 5 days. Now it actually got itself organized, low level center circulation. This actually does become, I don't know if this will become a somewhat of a tropical system, but if it does and it becomes a depression and not really form as a depression, and doesn't form, it's only a tropical depression, then it won't be called Mindy. So anyway, now this storm is 115 miles per hour, and obviously you can see the track of Larry right now, just moving northeast. So moving northwest. It could move more east if it wanted to, but that will put the east coast in the cone, and they do not want to be in the cone again. After Henry actually here was in the cone, and it actually didn't make landfall here, so yeah. You do have tropical storm watches out for Bermuda, because it has moved further east over here. So obviously they have put tropical storm watches out. It won't be like hurricane warnings or anything, or hurricane watches, or hurricane watches. I like to call it hurricane watches because it sounds more cooler. So anyway, here you have the 5-day cone, and obviously when it gets here, it's going to be extra tropical at this point. One, because the sea surface temperatures will be cooler here. Plus, it'll have wind shear and dry air really in training this, really not inhibiting the system. And obviously, this system here, it's now being impacted by wind shear and dry air. And plus, it's also moving into cooler sea surface temperatures as well, because of the upwell of Henry here. Obviously, the upwell of Henry is all here, so obviously it's gonna weaken much. But you can get storms that form over here and hit like that, or you can get storms that do this from here. Just do that, or they either go towards the east coast, or either go down to the Bahamas and just curve north like that. That's what an El Nino season does. Because, okay, right, the only El Nino season to produce a hurricane in the Atlantic was Hurricane Ida in 2009 in the Caribbean and hit Honduras and Nicaragua as a Category 2. And it didn't even make any contact. So anyway, enough of me chit-chatting about stuff. You also have conson as well. In the Western Pacific, conson and someone else, I don't know what the other named storm is. But actually, they both look really good in satellite imagery, to be honest. 19W. It's now 85 knots. And you see, it meant to get from 85 knots to a whopping 115 knots, which is a Category 4 status. Category 4 status. 130 is Cat 5 status. Cat 5. Obviously, it stays as a Cat 5. We can still a Category 4. Then intensifies to a Cat 5 again. So, 1, 4, 5, 5, 4, 5, 4. No, 3. No, 4 and 2. And then 2. Obviously, it'll peak out to sea. But anything could change. It could hit Taiwan as a very, very strong system. Well, we don't really know if it will or not, because the models are only anticipating it weakening before it makes landfall in thingy, so that's good. So anyway, this storm did make a landfall. Yet it almost became a typhoon here. It almost became a typhoon. And if it just became a typhoon, it would have probably had a bit more energy for it to become a stronger storm out here. But it's about 60 miles an hour now. Weakening slowly, actually. I don't know what place it's over. I know it's over the water right now. But it will impact Manila, Luzon, and this island here. I don't know what the island is. Anyone near this cone here, watch out, because the cone could change. The storm could just move like that and just do what Hong Kong did last year. And, just when it became a major hurricane here, literally just a major hurricane, made landfall, and then obviously most of the models wanted to do that, but most of the models are doing this, and then it dissipated up here, which, to be honest, when she was up here, big killer for typhoon disaster, and they've also been a big killer for this season as well. Obviously, you get 6, a category 1 here, a very weak cat 1. But, yeah, it does actually go through some quick intensification. Get from 55 knots to 65 knots. So that is some quick intensification. I'm not going to lie about that. Tropical Tibbets, satellite imagery. Right now, Hurricane Larry does not look as good as it did earlier on. I'm not going to lie about that. Larry looks absolutely disgusting right now. Satellite imagery. Well, on IR, its eye's starting to collapse now, and I think it's actually regaining a smaller eye. Wait, let's have a look. No, it's not. There is definitely cloud tops are definitely waning right now at this point. Cloud tops are definitely waning. As you can see, latest frames, cloud tops are waning. So let's pick this. Obviously on satellite imagery right now. It looks disgusting. Look at the storm right now. It's covered, which means now the system has no eye. Well, it does have an eye, but it's not out, and that's why it's weakening. And, wind shear is also taking a toll on this system, as wind shear is coming from Africa, shearing a storm. Plus, you got a big dry air patch. Luckily, this is be able to stay in a moist environment, in a pocket of moist environment where the storm is. Where you see the break of these clouds here, that's the wind shear taking a toll on this system. Well, I don't know what direction the thingies and the wind shear is coming from, but where you see this break in the bands, you know now that is wind shear. And also what wind shear does to major hurricanes, when it shears them, the ice starts to cover up, and that's what it's doing right here. So I think the shear's coming out from the southwest and the northeast. Yeah, the system's not that looking great, to be honest with you. But let's have a look at the models and see what the models want to say for the Atlantic, and then I suppose I better head off. So they do actually have a brief system forming here on the 8th of September. Obviously becoming a bit stronger, but then obviously you have another system that does form, and think a tropical storm near the Mexican and Texas border here. But then obviously you do have another tropical wave, which is also coming off the coast of Africa. It dissipates. Then nothing really forms after that. You can see. So maybe a subtropical system here does try to form, but you see, as the ridge is weak, as you can see, it got a weakness in the ridge, which means now the ridge is over here. It's gonna move and give England some good weather for a change. Because England needs some nice weather. It's actually been sunny for the past 3 days, which is actually quite kind of nice. Because we haven't had the sun out for ages in September. Well, no, in October actually. I do tell a lie. No, August. That's it. I do tell a lie. So anyway, I'll leave you guys now, and I should see you all in the next video. Peace, and stay safe from Larry and this storm, and the next one should come past after. And the next storm that should come off the coast of MDI should do that, maybe. I don't know. And oh wait. Yeah, we do have 2 systems out in the Pacific right now, but I knew that this one wouldn't form. I honestly knew that this one would not form. Because it doesn't. There was a lot of wind shear blowing on this system, so, and plus a lot of dry air as well. So, but actually, this system it's kind of nice. This system's breathing healthy. It's got a nice moist environment around it, low wind shear, warm sea surface temperatures, and it should become a brief tropical storm here, and it should become a depression here, and a brief tropical storm here, before we get into a depression again. So, it should get to depression, storm, depression. So, yeah, it should stay as a depression, maybe should stay as a storm until it gets to here. Once it gets past here, then it's going to weaken due to cooler sea surface temperatures, more wind shear, more dry air, and yeah. So anyway, Hope to see you guys in the next video. I'll hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace and have a great day. Bye bye.